Hi everybody, I'm Mark Chaffardini with Big Fanboy today. Yeah. Hi everybody, I'm Mark Chaffardini with Big Fanboy. We're here at the Dallas Convention Center speaking to Sean Maher. Mar, damn it, he's gonna kill me. Oh God. Yeah.
No, keep that.
Hi everybody, I'm Mark Chaffardini, and I'm talking to Sean Maher. Mark, I'm Mark, and you're Sean Maher. Anyway, we're here at the Dallas Convention Center, and we're speaking to Dr. Simon Tam. Thank you so much for being here. Was that easier to say?
Yeah, that was great.
Okay, perfect.
So proud of you.
Oh, thank you. That'll be take 15. Okay, I'll get. Oh, yeah. We're so glad to have you.
Thank you.
I have to ask. It's a stupid question, but are you a fan of Firefly by any chance?
What is
Firefly?
that?
Yeah, it's a show. This guy named Joss Whedon.
No, Josh.
Josh Whedon. Okay. I don't really know anything he's done.
Yeah.
Kind of a rough go in Hollywood.
Yeah,
they seem to can him.
sometimes the business just really eats people up.
Mm-hmm.
He seemed to fall prey to that, poor guy.
Yeah.
Better luck next time.
Yeah, much ado about nothing, right?
Yeah, much ado about nothing.
Anyway, we're here with Sean today at the Dallas Convention Center, the 12th annual Dallas Convention Center, Dallas Comic Con. Boy, I am screwing this up left and right.
I think you're doing great.
Oh, thank you for the confidence. I like the stare we're having. This is great. What is the coolest thing about working with Joss? Like, what kind of confidence does he instill in the set and his actors?
Oh, gosh. I mean, that's such a big question. There's so many wonderful traits about Joss. I mean, first of all, he's remarkably accessible for someone who is, who I think is a genius, someone who's just sort of kind of this all-knowing superpower on the set. He actually is one of the most accessible, down-to-earth, and I remember remarking about that when I first worked with him, because I had worked with a lot of sort of like, whatever high-profile producers, and sort of found I couldn't, really get a connection with them on a level other that was professional, and Joss was just this delightful, presence on set, and I think he was so excited about what he was doing, and that was just so infectious. Like when he would break a story for an episode, and he would come running to set to tell us all about it, and it was just like you couldn't help but share in his giddiness. And yeah, he's just he's a remarkable guy, and he's a remarkable artist, obviously. And in terms of directing, he's just he's so specific and knows exactly what he wants, but has a way of stepping back and kind of letting you find it first, and just really will come in and fine tune, and just everything he has to say is really insightful. So he just sort of would guide us in the most perfect manner.
Well, it's great about him because he seems like a fan. Like it's always great when somebody who has that excitement and that passion about his projects brings great actors like yourself and Nathan. And there's a big, sort of a mini Firefly reunion here today.
Yeah.
But what's great about him is, like you said, he's very detail oriented. It comes off kind of cavalier, but it always seems like he knows what's going on. Like he's covering all the bases, covering all his angles. You said he's very calculating.
Yeah. Well, he actually. He has sort of a hand on absolutely everything on set, from hair to wardrobe to, the set design. I've never met anybody who was just sort of like, could oversee the entire picture. We sometimes, we would talk about how it was sort of like he would write these episodes, and then he kind of had them framed out almost like a comic book. So he sort of like knew exactly which frame to frame to frame to frame it was going to be, and I had never met anybody like that. Like, a lot of producers wouldn't think, oh, I'm going to come into the hair trailer and make sure the hair is sort of like in line with what we're all, and it was all a collaboration. I mean, he just sat us down in the beginning before we went to production. He was like, here's what I'm thinking about the character, here's what the journey I see going on, and I was just always blown away and impressed. And then, of course, he just kind of comes around, just comes and screws around with the rest of the cast. Like, just like, we just sat around and just joked in between takes. And then we'd make our days in like 12 hours, which was sort of unheard of for a production that big and for how much work we need to do. We would laugh half the time. He would take the time to say, hey, that was a really funny, like, we got to get that for the, gag reel. Let's go again. Let's take another take, which is like, you would never do. It's like, time is money. We can't do that. But it's just like, it was such a it was a very sort of like light and loving set, and you know.
Well, it comes across that way on screen. It seems like you guys
Yeah.
kind of come through the screen. It's very casual. So your panels today and tomorrow, or do you?
Today, yeah, I've got one today and tomorrow. Yeah.
Cool. And can you tell everybody at home what time that is and who you're going to be on the panel with?
I have no idea, everybody.
Okay. We'll take that back. Okay. One of the cool things that you said about Josh is that Josh, I keep saying that again. This whole thing's a gag reel. Is it when there is that comfort on set and he is able to give you sort of the bigger picture? Does that help you and the actors like kind of see the end goal? Because when you shoot things out of sequence or you shoot separate from other actors, does that give you like a good big picture of the?
Yeah, yes and no. I mean, I think with him it was just sort of like kind of like the more general evolution of where we were going, so didn't apply to today's work. It was sort of just like this is what the evolution of the actor or the evolution of the character. Yeah, so it gives a little bit of insight. But and then I think as we started shooting the series, he started writing sort of after seeing us kind of interact as actors off camera. So there was sort of an evolution that came from us just being people together, and I think everybody knows that the cast is so close, and it really was such a remarkably perfect group of people, and we all got along like kind of instantaneously, and I think he just sort of watched that and sort of incorporated that into what he was writing for us and the stories.
Well, it really was a great show. It's gone too soon, but when you come to things like this, you come to these conventions, it lets you guys hang out. And I mean, do you guys hang out in your personal life too?
We do, as if we're in the same city, and if we're like, if life lets us, Some of us have children now, so it makes it trickier, I see a lot of them more than I see others, and but if we can, Nathan's he truly is like, he still remains our captain. I mean, he will be like, hey, barbecue at my house, and it's just like, everyone kind of, even if some of us are out of town, we would, make the trip to just get together for the barbecue.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Everyone come out and see Sean Maher here at the Dallas Convention Center, and ask him all the Serenity and Firefly questions you want. Thanks, Sean.
Thank you. Cheers.